From the IMTV Wave Channel 5 studio at Greenville Senior High School, home of the Greenville Green Wave, the Greenville Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library proudly presents Never Stop Serving.
Hello everyone, thank you for watching our fourth season of Never Stop Serving. I'm Samuel Plock and I'm happy to be interviewing a very well-known and well-regarded member of our community, Mr. Gaylen Blosser. Mr. Blosser is a Vietnam combat veteran where he was awarded a Bronze Star. He is a photographer for the Early Bird newspaper, was recently selected to the Darke County Veterans Services. Gaylen, welcome.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Same as always.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Can you tell our audience today a little bit about yourself, your origin story?
Well, I was, of course, born at a very young age. I was actually born in Bell Fountain, Ohio, grew up in West Liberty, come out here, I've been here 40-some years now, and when I was a teenager, volunteered my draft to go to the military because at the time I was 1A, couldn't get jobs or anything, and so I went to Vietnam as a teenager, served in the infantry, combat infantry, and spent a year in Vietnam and was very fortunate to come home in one piece, which I'm very thankful for.
That's great. Mm-hmm. Gaylen, could you tell us how you earned your Bronze Star?
I can. In Vietnam, actually, that was pretty early on in my year there. You can actually read about it. It's online. There's a story online. It's called 12 Men Missing. Our company ran into some pretty difficult times, and I was fortunate to make it out of there without a scratch. Many of our guys didn't, and I received a Bronze Star during that time.
Wow. Pretty difficult.
It was, and you know, we were 12,000 miles from home. You couldn't call for your mother. There was nobody like that to talk to. But you know, the guys in the military, the guys that I served with, we had each other's backs. Great guys. To this day, I would trust them with anything. So it wasn't like I was over there by myself. I was with a lot of great young American kids just like me, and it was just an honor to be able to do that. So, you know, to be over there, it wasn't like I was all alone. We were buddies, and to this day we're best friends, and that's something that I think if you haven't lived it, it's hard to understand that. But yeah, so the experience, I wouldn't want to do it again, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. And it's really neat to be able to serve your country.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
You are the photographer for the Early Bird, a big sponsor of our digital library. Congratulations on being selected to the Darke County Veterans Service office. Could you tell us a little bit more about that honor?
Sure. There are 5 commissioners in each county in Ohio. I was appointed by Judge Hine here in the county. It's an appointment. It's a 5-year appointment. I take the appointment very serious. And it's a great honor to be selected to that board. We have one of the finest commissions in the state of Ohio. The guys on the commission do a great job. Tom Pittman and his group out there head up that commission, do a really good job for our veterans of Darke County. The commission, I've got a lot to learn. I'll be going to training and to Columbus quite a bit, some schooling to learn about it. I do know the commission looks after the veterans of Darke County, it's our responsibility to make sure that they're receiving everything from local to state to federal funding that is available to them. A lot of veterans, even myself, didn't realize what is available. Most veterans don't want to ask for anything. I never did. It wasn't until a year ago that I actually got involved. We don't like handouts, but there's a lot of veterans that do need help, and there's a lot available for them. So that's kind of what we oversee here. I've got a lot to learn, so I'm not an expert on it by any means yet, being new in the commission, but I plan on working hard to learn about it and doing my best to help Darke County veterans.
Sounds like a pretty good opportunity. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
What's the most pressing issue facing veterans today, do you think?
Well, veterans, you know, I was in infantry, and I didn't realize some of the things we've been through. You just put them in the back of your mind. You try to forget them. They never go away, and so sometimes just talking to another veteran, I don't know if it makes sense to you or not, but talking to somebody that hasn't served is good, but to talk to a veteran that did what you did means a whole lot. So that's one thing, is just talking to each other. There are homeless veterans. I don't think there's a whole lot of them around here. I don't know that. But, you know, that's another thing the commission can do. It can help financially if somebody needs some food or things. We just have to make sure that the veterans that did serve are taken care of.
Agreed. It's very important to take care of the veterans.
Yes.
So what do you got coming up next?
As far as
anything,
well, you know, I enjoy, I cover sports for the county. I'm out every night covering sports. I love working with high school kids, junior high kids. So every night of the week I'm at some ball game here in the county. I cover all 8 county schools, take pictures, and I do the sports editor for the Early Bird, so all the stories you see in Early Bird, 99% of them are probably mine. I'm out every night, but you know, that's something that I don't do. I'm retired, so I don't do it. It's not a living. I just enjoy covering kids. It keeps me young. And you know, the one thing I will say about our kids today, you know, a lot of people, you'll hear on the news things about kids, bad things about kids. It's not true. We have great kids. Our kids in our communities, we have wonderful kids. You know, it's like everything. The once in a while something goes bad or some kid has a problem. That's what hits the news. But I'm just telling you, our communities, all of them in the county, and I believe in the state and I believe in our country. I think our country is in good hands with our young people. And you know, I hear people say, well, you know, we're going to be in trouble. No, we're not. We have great kids in this country. We have great kids in this community. Great kids right here in this classroom doing this program each week. So I love working with kids.
So I see that you have brought in your Bronze Star heroism hat. Can you tell us more about it?
Well, sure, I'd be happy to. This is a hat that I wear once in a while. It's the only thing I ever wear that is military. And the Bronze Star here, this is the Bronze Star ribbon that goes on your uniform. This is a combat infantry badge. It's a CIB, which to get that you have to be in the infantry. You have to be in combat. You have to have been in firefight. There's a lot of things that go into that. So that is a very special award for me. Very, very few have that, even in the military. Doesn't make me better, but it's very special to have that. This is the 23rd Infantry Division, which I was in. The year I was in Vietnam in the 23rd Infantry, Colin Powell was there. He was part of that unit. Arnold Schwarzkopf was part of that, Schwarzkopf, the general. This is the 196th Light Infantry Brigade, was part of the Americal Division. The 196th Light Infantry Brigade is a well-known unit. In fact, I think it's 571. Just in the last year, they named a stretch from here to Union City. I believe that's where it's at. I know it's here in the county, the 196th Light Infantry Brigade. There was quite a few guys from Darke County that were in the 196th. This is the 1st Battalion, 46th Infantry. So it went from here to here to here. These were all part of it. This was the first of the 46th. So those are the main ones on there. There's a Screaming Eagles, 101st Infantry Division. I was attached to them, which is a well-known unit. But mainly I was in these others, but I still can wear the 101st if I choose to. But that's pretty much it. But it's kind of a nice hat to wear. And you know, the one thing I've learned when I don't wear this very often, but when I do, I think people do respect it. I don't wear it for that reason, but people do notice it, and it's something I'm very proud of. Okay.
That's great. Thank you for coming, and thank you for your service to your country.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
The VFW is planning to have a big Patrick's Day event for the Stacy Strong benefit and to save the date. More details will follow in an upcoming episode, and to watch the Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library's Facebook page for updates. This is Samuel Plog, signing off.
Thank you for watching. Please visit us on our social media sites. Please consider contributing to our mission in some way. Also, we are always looking for veterans and their families to share their stories with us. Be sure to join us next week for our next episode of Never Stop Serving.